Now let's proceed with the next example where we have x squared plus x plus 2. Okay, so let's remember the step that we need to follow. The first step is you need to square root the first, and then the next step is we need to divide it by 2. So what you need to do with the constant? For constant, we need to put it at the back and do not touch it yet. Okay, let's try this now. We want to focus on the first two terms here to put it into a completed square. And this constant here, we don't want to touch it, so we want to put it at the back. All right. So let's focus on complete the square. So let's square root the first. Therefore, it will become x. And let's divide by 2 here. So this is plus 1, divide by 2, it will become plus 1 over 2. So let's try to open up. Square the first, you have this here, x squared. 2 times, you have it here, plus x. So square the last, it'll become plus 1 over 4. But this is an extra luggage. You don't have it here inside this 2 variable that you try to complete the square here. Therefore, what we want to do with the extra luggage here, we want to minus it back. So minus back 1 over 4. Therefore, let's finish off. Our completed square here is x plus 1 over 2 in square. And then what we need to do with constant back here, we need to solve it. Okay, so let's solve this. Minus 1 over 4 plus 2. Therefore, this will become plus 7 over 4. So this is the answer of your completed square. Let's go to the next example where you want to complete the square for 2x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay, do you realize here that this expression here, your leading coefficient is 2? Okay, so if you have something like this, the first step is you need to make sure your leading coefficient is equal to 1. Okay, so the way is you can just factorize it out. So it becomes 2 in bracket x squared plus 2x plus 2. Okay, so for the next step, you just leave 2 outside, and then we will just focus to solve completing the square for the inside bracket. Now let's proceed to complete the square for the inside bracket, which is the first term. You need to square root the first, and the next function you need to divide it by 2. Okay, so let's focus these 2 terms here to put into a completed square. Meanwhile, this constant here, we don't want to deal with it yet, so we put it at the back, plus 2. Let's focus on completing the square. Let's square root the first term, x, then divide the second term by 2, therefore plus 2, it'll become plus 1. So let's try to open it back. Square the first, we have it here. 2 times plus 2x, we have it here. However, for square the last, it is plus 1. We don't have plus 1 inside here, therefore plus 1 is your extra luggage. What we want to do is we want to minus it back, so minus 1. So let's proceed to solve this. Put 2 outside. Let's rewrite back our completed square here, which is x plus 1 squared, and let's solve this constant term here. Minus 1 plus 2 will become plus 1. And for the final step, let's multiply this 2 inside towards your first term and multiply 2 inside towards your second term. Therefore, our final answer is 2 in bracket x plus 1 squared for your completed square. That is your first term, plus the second term is plus 2, because 2 times 1 is equal to 2. So this is your answer for completed square. That's all from me for the topic of completing the square. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.